Jason, what were you doing 5 years ago?
5 years, 5
Yeah,
years.
yeah,
Oh, I was in
mm,
my house. Were
yeah.
you in your house?
I was in my house. I may have been wearing a mask, maybe two masks.
In your house?
Well, probably not in my house.
That would be awesome if you were walking around your house wearing two masks.
I was wearing a Bane mask. Oh, perhaps I should be wearing a
You're
mask.
you're like, these reports have me so nervous. I'm wearing two masks around my wife and children.
Uh,
Anyway, what's your point?
the reason I ask this is this. The last time we bottled an Isle of Arran, aka Lochranza, right?
Mhm, mhm.
We bottled a Lochranza in 2019, August of 2019, but it was 2020 when
Yep.
we released the last Arran for online membership. So 5 years ago.
And I remember that release so well because 200 plus bottles sold out in 2 minutes.
Yep. Like
And
that.
you and I made a recording for the nation to say,
Yeah.
we see you, we understand how many bottles you want
Hmm.
to acquire. We will endeavor to source larger casks and larger bottle outturns.
Yeah.
And here we have 5 years later, we've come back with 214 bottles.
Is that right? Yeah. 214 bottles. There you go.
But to lead out, this is peated Arran,
Yeah.
peated
True. Right.
Lochranza, and
Yeah.
you were showing the front label there with the Isle of Arran.
Yeah.
Here on the side, we've got distilled at Lochranza Distillery. Lochranza is how they wish to be known now. When we were bottling back from day one,
Mhm.
it was the Isle of Arran Distillery. Now it's Lochranza. We still gave the nod to the Isle of Arran, but
Mm.
obviously, in the time we have been bottling from them, they've added lag in the south of Arran. And so now they've got Lochranza in the north, which is unpeated. They've got lag in the south, which is peated. And we have a Lochranza that's amongst the last of the peated.
Yeah. Right. Oh man, the nose on this one is just it's just stunning. Despite the peat, it still has that Arran nose, that subtle salt, that sort of orchard fruit appley kind of quality going on with it.
And
Did you just
that's a
spill it all over
oh,
yourself? Is that what's
100%. I
happening?
just I just threw it all over myself right here.
That's not how it
I
works. Do you
have
have a drinking problem? It goes in
I
your mouth, Jason.
I I will not be driving my car. On the downside, later on, I will be driving my car.
All right.
So I will be washing up like a surgeon post recording.
Like a
Um,
surgeon.
I was, before I blessed myself with Lochranza,
Yeah.
um, I was going to add on there the Arran Lochranza
Mhm.
distillate
Yes.
style
Yeah.
shines through here.
Right.
It's
Beautiful.
baked apples,
Yep.
it's fresh citrus,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
it's
Yep.
right there. And then the Highland peat is lovely wood smoke. It's lovely framing smoke,
Mm.
but it's framing the brightness. It's framing the warmth. And I think it smells a little bit like something you and I love and a lot of the nation loves.
All right. What is it? Give it to me.
Um, Mezcal. Right? Like I think it has some of the minerality that you get in certain mezcals. It's got that lovely smoke that you get in some mezcals, and it's got this vegetal quality
Yeah.
happening that you get in some mezcals as
It's
well.
right because what I love about that mezcal note, and mezcal is so incredibly complex despite it not having any cask aging,
Mhm.
because you can have a vegetal quality, a smoky quality, a minerality, a sweetness, a saltiness, all of it just a melange of just flavors and scents and all of these things coming at you. And all you have to say is mezcal, and I totally get
Yeah,
what you're saying.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. And then because we do a strength that isn't really a mezcal strength, this is 61.8. And so our first four releases, four bottlings, and our
Mm,
first two releases for 2025 have all come in above 60%
mm,
alcohol. Definitely responding to something that we see and hear from the nation, which is let's go over 60. I encounter this in my tastings. I'm sure you encounter
mhm.
it in your tastings. You can add water to have that fit your palate.
Yeah,
We personally
yeah,
drink at this strength.
yeah.
We know other members of the nation, other folk in the nation enjoy it at the high strength as well.
Mhm.
If you want to take that down, take it down. Have it fit your palate. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing we've always said is we bottle for us. We bottle for our palate and we let people join the ride. And if they enjoy what we bottle, fantastic. However, we like to listen to nation members. And one thing we've heard, especially from those who enjoy bourbon, is they really like that higher alcohol
Mhm,
kick. They
mhm.
enjoy the heat coming through. And so we say, okay, we'll look for the higher ABV stuff so long as there's oils coming through to protect the palate from that heat. Then
Yeah,
okay, we'll agree with you there, right? And this has that in spades, right? It has that
yeah.
right there. You go. There are those oils just
Look at
coming
that.
through, right? Yeah, nice.
Very much to your point there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I know that we've talked about previously with this one, which isn't a note we bring up a lot, but
Mm.
smoked rhubarb is something that really struck
I love
us
that.
in sampling this together, which
Yeah,
speaks to that kind of bright, sour, but also that wood smoke, that
yeah.
familiar smoke.
Can I ask a question, Jason?
Always
So we know that Isle of Arran has a few different peating levels, right? They have sort of a light and then a medium and
used to. Uh-huh.
or I'm sorry, used to, right? They don't run peated spirit anymore. Do we know what peating level this is? Because I feel it's quite delicate across the palate.
Yeah, I wouldn't write it down. I'm hesitant to put it on
Okay.
wax, but the
Okay.
chatter around the sampling here
Mhm.
was maybe around 20 ppm,
Okay.
would
Okay.
also fit with the level that they had in 2015. I think it was
Good.
post 2015, they went a little bit higher, maybe a
Okay.
35 or a
All right.
40. Thing I would remind the nation, it's going to be Highland peat, not Isla peat. So
Right.
you're gonna get the fragrance, you're gonna get the burning wood smoke,
Yeah.
rather than the earthiness or the
Iodine, none of
medicinal
that. Yeah.
that some people are nervous about. Some
Yeah.
people passionately love, ourselves included. But
Mhm.
this is very much the wood smoke in harmony with the fruits that exist in here. Becoming a bit malty over time. I think that barley makes itself
Mm.
known over time.
Mm. I love the can I read the tasting notes on the bottle?
Mhm.
So the truncated notes here, right? So it says smoky woodiness, intriguing minerality, bright and vegetal, right? A lot of things we've discussed here.
Mhm.
Why are we thinking about mezcal right now?
Yeah,
Exactly
it's
what
right
we've talked
there.
about,
It's
right?
absolutely there.
Keep sipping though. And there are multi layers with warm, buttery scones and milk chocolate, another banger from Arran. When I think about that milk chocolate with the maltiness, I think about Ovaltine, right? As
Mhm.
a kid, did
Yeah,
your mom have you drink
absolutely.
Ovaltine? Yeah,
Absolutely.
right.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, just as we're sitting here, kind
Yeah.
of around the edges, the single nostril pressed against the edge, I get a little barnyardiness, which is not
Okay.
something that has made it into formal notes or onto the truncated notes, but it's there. But then sit with it, and there's the baked apples again, and there's the
Yeah.
citrus again.
Right. Right.
It's a
Right.
very recognizable
Mhm.
Arran slash Lochranza.
Yeah.
Right? It's very recognizable. And I would say for the nation who helped us sell out in 2 minutes
Hmm.
5 years ago,
Hmm.
this is in your wheelhouse.
Yes.
This
Yep.
fits
Yep.
what you
Yep.
loved about this distillery
Yeah.
5 years ago. The other part I would throw in here is this style is going away. This may be one of the last times we bottle this style from this bricks and mortar distillery. We'll
Good
have to
point.
go sourcing our peated Isle of Arran from lag. But this is the Lochranza Distillery end of a run.
That's a very good point. Yeah, so this is let me put this up on here. So we've got an 8-year-old bottled at 61.8% alcohol, $100 a bottle. Again, we always talk about this at 10 years and up. We always target $10 per year or under if we can. It's really difficult to do that lower than 10 years. So this is $100 per bottle. And when I looked at our pricing for the 9-year-old 5 years ago, that was $100. So think about that. 5 years ago, $100.
Yeah.
5 years forward, we're still at $100. So we're really keeping to our guns here at as solid a pricing as we can do here.
And that one was unpeated. This is
And that one
peated.
was unpeated. This one's peated, right? So
I tell you what, though, that first fill bourbon barrel, full
right,
maturation on
yeah.
this.
Oh
It's
man.
exactly what I want from Arran.
Oh,
This
one
is
hondo. Yeah. Yeah.
this is my appreciation of this distillery
Yeah.
in a nutshell.
There you go. All right.
Cheers,
Listen.
Christian.
Oh, listen.
One more
Before
thing.
we get
Oh, yeah,
out of here,
release date probably helps.
yeah, we need to let people know this is being released on Wednesday, April 23rd at 12 noon Eastern, along with our 15-year-old Rosary Burn. There's a tasting video for that as well. And just so people are aware, we did this tasting video pre-Passover. We're not breaking any of our own rules. We actually do keep kosher for Passover.
Indeed.
We don't
Yep, same
break
in our
any of
family.
those rules. So this is being released Wednesday, April 23rd at noon Eastern, along with our 15-year-old Rosary Burn. We've got this at $100 a bottle, 61.8% alcohol, 214 bottles. Jason, I don't have any more to add other than Slange, L'chaim, Slange Tov. What else you got, Jason?
I will say single cast nation till I die.
There you go.